Is it time to buy or sell SPDR Gold Shares ETF? In this video, we will explore SPDR Gold Shares in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 2nd of April, 2025. And now we're here to deliver an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to keep up with our latest analyses. You won't want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please be aware that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be viewed as financial advice. Since the 8th of January, 2025, our system has ranked SPDR Gold Shares as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.0. Now, let's examine the performance of this exchange-traded fund during this time frame. Over this period, the ETF has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 17.2% since we first recommended purchasing SPDR Gold Shares 58 days ago. This equates to an average return of 0.3% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates significant volatility and risk for the following trading day. In light of recent developments, we are unable to predict the ETF's next direction, as it could go in either direction. The exchange-traded fund lies in the upper part of a narrow and strong rising trend in the short term, presenting a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout at the top trend line at $289.75 will initially indicate a stronger rate of ascent. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 15.54% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 11.56% to 16.18%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis points to a projected change of 29.06%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 15.18% to 27.24% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price between $331.89 and $366.66. Our latest daily update for SPDR Gold Shares features the headline, Evaluation of SPDR Gold Shares ETF downgraded after the last trading session. The price of the SPDR Gold Shares ETF increased by approximately 0.2% on the last trading day, rising from $287.57 to $288.16. During this trading session, the ETF experienced fluctuations of about 0.581%, with a day low of $287.36 and a day high of $289.03. Over the last 2 weeks, the price has shown a gain of 2.51%. On the last day, trading volume decreased by 6 million shares, totaling 10 million shares traded for around $2.85 billion. It is important to note that a decrease in volume alongside rising prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning of potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $289.11, while the lowest price was $210.30. Currently, the price stands at 0.33%, or 95 cents, below the 52-week high of $289.11, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. Gold prices have surged to new heights recently, reaching record levels as investor sentiment remains optimistic, especially with tariff uncertainties hanging over the U.S. market. Today, SPDR Gold Shares, commonly known by its ticker GLD, achieved a new 52-week high and is showing a remarkable increase of nearly 40% from its 52-week low, making it an attractive option for momentum investors. As the precious metal continues its multi-month rally, it is crucial for investors to monitor resistance and support levels, particularly since the outlook remains sensitive to upcoming economic data, including the U.S. labor market report and potential tariff announcements from the Trump administration. Such events could lead to volatility in equity markets, further driving investors towards gold as a safe haven asset. In the short term, anticipatory trading ahead of tariff news may contribute to continued upward pressure on GLD. In the long term, sustained demand amid economic uncertainties and a potential resurgence in inflation could solidify gold as a key asset in diversified portfolios. As the market processes these factors, investors should stay alert for signals that might indicate where gold prices, and consequently GLD, could be headed next. Analysts have assigned SPDR Gold Shares ETF a general buy rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong buy and the price-to-book ratio as strong buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have provided the ETF with a neutral rating. The following signals have been identified for SPDR Gold Shares. The SPDR Gold Shares exchange-traded fund holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the fund. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two signals, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During any downward corrections, support can be expected around $283.80 and $273.84. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, February 28, 2025, and since then, the fund has risen by 9.45%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot point is established. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. It is important to note that volume decreased during the last trading session, despite rising prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which could serve as an early warning sign. Therefore, the exchange-traded fund should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 24 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 58 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal from 19 days ago. The long-term moving average, sell signal from 65 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR Gold Shares. SPDR Gold Shares finds support from accumulated volume at $288.14. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. This exchange-traded fund is typically traded at a healthy volume, and with minimal daily fluctuations, the risk is deemed low. Over the last day, the fund experienced a movement of $1.67, which is a change of 0.581% between its highest and lowest points. For the past week, the fund has shown an average daily volatility of 0.82%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for SPDR Gold Shares, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This notably high PE ratio implies that the exchange-traded fund could be overvalued. However, it is not unusual for technology companies or those with significant market potential to exhibit such elevated ratios. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SPDR Gold Shares. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the ETF could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, SPDR Gold Shares encounters its first support level at $288.14. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $275.62, which represents a decline of 4.35%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits low daily movements, contributing to a lower risk profile. However, the 14-day relative strength index stands at 79, indicating a significant increase in risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 23 days ago. Is SPDR Gold Shares exchange-traded fund a good buy? SPDR Gold Shares holds several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to recommend it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it should be regarded as a hold candidate. suggesting to hold or accumulate in this position while waiting for further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have adjusted our analysis conclusion for this exchange-traded fund since the last evaluation from a buy to a hold or accumulate recommendation. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 3rd of April, we anticipate that SPDR Gold shares will open higher by 2.33 cents and begin trading at $288.18. We want to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from everyone here at StockInvest.